how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a knife video for you. Today we've got something really cool to check out. Now a number of people have already had these knives, but this is the first time for me, so I'm going to share first impressions with you. Won't be a long video, but I am pretty excited about the knife that came in this box. So you can see Protech, you can see Drop there, which is the new name of Massdrop. If we open this guy up, actually let's show you this side first. You can see, so Massdrop, Ferrum Forge, Mordax, clean blue, with stonewash blade, first run 2019. Open this guy up and the knife was in a bag. So I don't know, I don't have it, I haven't bought a recent Protech, so I don't know if this is how they all come these days. Last time I had one was 4 years ago or so. And I was pretty impressed with that knife as well, by the way. So that's the packaging, and I do like the packaging on this, but you've probably noticed the knife wasn't in there. That's because it's right here. And let's give a quick rundown on this blade. I've got to tell you guys, when I saw the announcement for this knife, I pretty well signed up immediately. I was so excited about this knife. And so I'm waiting for it to arrive and really stoked about it. So I head off to Blade Show and I get a shipping notification literally like the first day of the trip saying, hey, something good is coming for you from Massdrop. And I knew it was this. So I was like, come on, really? Anyway, it worked out kind of good because as my trip kept me away, kept my mind off waiting for this knife. And when I got back, it was sitting in the mail for me. So what a great thing to have in the mail when you get back. Now, in the meantime, I did go to the Massdrop booth, and Chris Williamson from Ferrum Forge was there. I talked to him about this knife. I handled one of these knives. In fact, I handled the blue version just like this. And so I was able to kind of stand there, chat with him for a half hour or so, flip the knife open and closed. We had a great talk about a bunch of different things, about YouTube, about knives, about their other designs, about some stuff that's coming up that I think people are really going to like. Certainly when I handled the knife that Chris handed me that was a prototype, I was pretty stoked about it. So we'll see. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that or not, so I'll keep it to myself until I know for sure what the story is with that. Let me go ahead and work through the features, size, weight, all that kind of stuff on this, and then give you my initial thoughts, and we'll move on with life. So let's see here. What we've got is a overall length of 8¼ inches, a 3 9/16 inch blade in 20 CV steel with a drop point. You can see flat grind, stonewash, nice swedge up here. It's nice and thin behind the edge. And you know what? I really am impressed with this blade. Okay, moving down the knife here, we've got a button lock with bearings, flipper deployed. All right, and then we've got this beautifully blue anodized aluminum handle, single position clip, and backspacer with the integrated, come on, focus, integrated lanyard hole there. So that's sort of the nuts and bolts of what we've got going on here. I will say this, and I'm not the first one to say it, and in fact, Chris and I talked a little bit about this. Protech has done a fantastic job of getting the action right on this button lock. There are a lot of button locks out there that just don't do a great job of getting a decent detent there. So they don't flip very well, and you're constantly having to, give it a little bit of wrist flick or kind of preload or whatever. But this just works really nicely. The action, I can feel the bearings rolling a little bit, so I will probably, clean this up a little bit, put some KPL in it and see how that goes. By the way, if you want some KPL, especially if you're in Canada, but I suppose even if you're not, definitely check the link down below. I'll put a link. I'm going to say the wrong name, but I think it's like at DMF Edgeworks or something like that. But I'll put an Instagram profile for a good spot to get you some KPL down below. All right. So what are my initial thoughts on this knife? Oh, by the way, I will also put a link where you can either sign up for the drop if these are available. Let's talk about this first. So the Massdrop, you sign up, and we signed up like 6 months in advance to get these. So it is a bit of a wait. Now, normally what happens, and I think this will be the case with this model, is that once they drop, everyone gets their knives, then shortly thereafter, within a month or so, sometimes 2-3 weeks, they become available for the general public, and you can follow the link and go pick yourself up one of these. I don't know, the price sometimes changes a little bit if you're not involved in the initial drop, so I don't know what these will end up retailing for in the end. I think they were like $200 for the knife as it is right here, right now. Often in the second batch, though, there may be some different options. There may be some different colors, blade finishes, whatever else. So I will put a link to Massdrop in the description box. Go down there, use that link, sign up, either request the drop so Massdrop knows you're interested, or, of course, if they're available at the time, go ahead and use that link to buy one. That does help the channel a little bit. It helps me anyway to get some other stuff from Massdrop. So what are my initial thoughts on this? Well, no surprise here. Now, by the way, I did get to handle this, as I said, for a few minutes at Blade. But I pretty much anticipated this being a really, really nicely done, well put together, comfortable EDC knife. And that's exactly where I think this lands. This is a really, really nice high-end EDC. Maybe you could call it high-ish. But yeah, knife that you're going to be able to carry around in your pocket all the time. It's not too heavy. It's not too big. I don't know if I've given you the weight on that or the grip area. So the weight on this guy is 3.7 ounces. So very nice and easy to carry. And the grip area is huge for a small knife. 3 7/8. So you could have pretty large hands and this is still going to work really, really well for you. The handle length, I don't know if I said that either. The handle length here is 4 5/8 inches. So now I'm finally done. And yeah, very, very impressed with this knife. You guys know I loved the Massdrop Crux. I love a lot of the stuff that Ferrum Forge does. And again, so we have what we have here is another huge win from Massdrop. They just keep doing the right stuff. I don't know who they have that's in charge of their knife department there, but whoever you are killing it. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. You keep delivering these fantastic knives, and I'm super stoked with that fact that I can just anticipate more great stuff coming from Massdrop. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to get going. We'll talk to you soon. Oh yeah, don't forget to use the links in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now we'll talk to you soon.